Hello, peoples of the internet of your respective countries. I am the Irish Nerd, or an Irish nerd rather, and over the coming days, weeks, months and years possibly, I will be bringing to your screens, whether iPod, phone or computer, reviews of upcoming movie trailers and recently passed movies, and of course whatever else you might suggest. So today, for my first review, I'll be starting with Transformers Age of Extinction, which is the next Transformers movie. It's a new trilogy, so we don't have any Sam Witwicky or Megan Fox or yeah, so I've got the trailer here. I'll be playing little bits of it and reviewing it bit by bit. So I guess let's get started. So at the beginning we've got a really big spaceship, the burning farm, a road and a big walking transformer. Now from the beginning I already prefer it to the originals. The lighting looks more real. It's all got a tint of grey to it, which I think makes it a bit grittier, a bit more dark. The last ones were a bit too, fabulous. So I already like it. And just after that we have a shot of our new Michael Bay chick. Her name is, it escapes me at the moment. It's Nicola Peltz. I've never heard of her. You guys might have. So, and just after that we have Mark Wahlberg, who's playing the main character. He's Cade Yeager. That's Jaeger spelled with an I, so it's not the German word. So I don't know what the deal is with Cade over there. We've got the new Optimus Prime. Now I love the new Optimus Prime. It's voiced by the same guy as the previous movies, Peter Cullen, who also did the original Optimus Prime voice, so we can look forward to some more Autobots roll out, which I love. The new design is unbelievable. They look much more slick, less earthly. I'll have a picture of it up, I probably have it now. More alien. He's still got the blue and red, which I love. He's still got the blue eyes. It's a similar design to the previous one, but much more alien in a almost sexual way. I just love it. Then we've got what I call Face Cannon Guy. Now we don't see his face. The first thing we see of him, I think he's the same guy that was walking in front of the spaceship, but his face seems to be changing a bit, and then a gun appears just out of nowhere over his face, which I already love, because if there's one of the things I love about Transformers, it's their weapons. They're just like unbelievable. So he shoots with his face cannon anyway and blows a hole in Optimus, which looks kind of awesome. I've always been a Decepticon fan, but I love Optimus. It's kind of a love-hate thing to see him getting a hole blown through him, but if it's from a face cannon I can deal with it. Then we've got the big title splash, prepare for something. We get some big guy, different guy, not the same guy that was walking in front of the spaceship, but he's big and he appears to be probably just after transforming, judging by his motion. He's got some big kind of saw thing here, and he cuts a car in half. Now Michael Bay, he's always hated his vehicles, but yeah, this one's getting cut in half. Somehow I'm thinking the main characters are in there, and by some fluke of Hollywood logic they somehow managed to survive. Don't ask how, they just do. So that looks entertaining. Then we've got a very brief shot of spaceships. They look kind of like giant space snails to me. From that picture, they look like giant space Cybertron snails. Oh, I just hit myself in the face. So, I'm guessing more Cybertronians, although Cybertron is gone. I don't know, but I'm not gonna, yeah. We've got Mark Wahlberg, everybody stick behind me. Stick behind me. Which I can't imagine would do you much use against Transformers. Then now we've got some classical Michael Bay here. We've got them running away from two streams of explosions that are currently on either side of them. So they're just here, the little tiny people, and massive explosions. The way I see it, Michael Bay found the most legal way possible to satisfy his inner pyromaniac. And that was through cinema. Okay, we have the continuation of the Prepare now. It was Prepare for Extinction. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've never, ever been a fan of Extinction. And I can't see how one would prepare for it. But, apparently we're getting extincted, which is always fun. We've got Optimus Prime hanging upside down. So it looks like we're going back to the second Transformers movie and Optimus is getting his ass kicked again. Which I find interesting because I want to see how Optimus gets out of this ton of shit. We've got who looks like our cannon-faced friend standing beside him with something that looks like a saw coming out of his hand. So we might have a little torturing / operating on Optimus scene in here. And it also appears to be inside one of their ships, so it could be inside one of the space snails. Now this guy I find very interesting. There are a lot of Transformers, Autobot and Decepticon out there. And I don't know a lot of them. I know the iconic ones, that's all. This guy, he's green, so I already don't know. He's got two mini Uzi submachine gun like things, which Michael Bay is a bit indecisive. I don't know if you guys have seen, like in the previous Transformers movies, their guns folded out of their hands. Okay, the next Transformers movie, the second one, Revenge of the Fallen, their guns folded out of their hands again. All right, the third one, the Transformers got a bit indecisive and started actually holding them like humans, you know, pew pew. So this guy's doing that now with his two submachine gun Uzis. He appears to be shooting Cybertronian beings, Decepticon fighters. There's one of them in the background if you look between the two parachutes that are suspending him. There's one of the fighters from the third movie, which is Dark of the Moon. What I find very interesting and kind of entertaining is the fact that he's got a coat. A big, billowing, multicoloured coat. And I just think that's badass, is a Transformer with a coat. So, we've got the new Michael Bay hot chick, which she appears to be captured in some kind of cage thing, screaming "Dad," which I'm happy about. Is that the new Michael Bay hot chick isn't the girlfriend of our main character, Cade. She's actually his daughter. So it's Tessa Yeager and Cade Yeager, which I like because it's a new father-daughter relationship, not father-son, which you had in the previous ones, or boyfriend-girlfriend. So it's something new, and we like new. Our friend Cade Yeager is running against some big billowing wind thingy. Could be one of the taking off space snails, and behind him is some pointless male character. I don't know him, I don't recognize him, he could be anybody, but they're both running after her, so could be his son, her brother, or it could be her boyfriend who I want to watch get impaled by Decepticons. Mark Wahlberg is punching something, so either there's more evil humans or it's a futile attempt at helping. Just after that, there's a tumbling Transformer. He's a big one. I don't recognize him. He's a new one. Could be Gunface. Could not be. He's tumbling and they're driving away in a car. Things are exploding. It's got Michael Bay written all over it. Just after that, we've got a blue Autobot, it looks like. Not Optimus. in a street packed with cars that are exploding. More Michael Bay. It's kind of Michael Bay and Avengers, that shot, because exploding cars. Now just after that, I love this bit. We've got this bit, it's like childhood all over again. We've got Bumblebee from the previous movies, again, like Optimus' new design, a bit more slick, a bit more sexy. He's jumping up into a Dinobot. I'll just give you all a moment, all you Transformers nerds there, a moment to realise what's going on here. We've got Dinobots, ladies and gentlemen, or maybe just gentlemen, unless there are female Transformers fans out there, in which case, can I have your phone number? It is a Dinobot. I don't know the Dinos very well, I only know Grimlock. He's a badass. We've got a two-headed pterodactyl Dinobot. So he's like, I don't know him, but you guys might. And Bumblebee's jumping at him, but then it appears to just grab him out of the sky. So if they're his friends or enemies, I don't know, but it looks quite violent and quite Cybertronian. When I say Cybertronian, I mean Decepticon. Kind of evil, twisted metal claws, beaks, badass awesomeness. It was at this shot that I started looking forward to the movie. Now the next shot, this is where it's just nerdgasm everywhere, just like we've got, it looks Asian. There's a little corner, you know the way Asian, you know the roofs, the way they kind of go like that? And there's a corner of one of them, so it's definitely Asia. This bit is in. Optimus Prime, we get a better look at his new design here. He looks to be kind of like a knight design with regards to his armor plating. He's got big shoulder pads, he's got a little loincloth piece thing, very slick greaves, so he looks more designed to be a knight. That also shows in his sword. He's like pointing with a massive sword thingy, and then the nerdgasm comes in. He is mounted on Grimlock. That's the giant T-Rex, okay? Grimlock has a red eyes and looks like a Decepticon. So there's no either about it. Optimus Prime mounted on Grimlock. Your argument is invalid, human beings. Whoever is fighting him, they are just gonna get, good God. And then Grimlock smashes through an archway. It looks to be ruins, like abandoned Asian ruin place, and Grimlock and Optimus smash through it. So we've got Optimus Prime mounted on Grimlock. Your argument is invalid. There's no clues yet as to what the story is, but it looks pretty awesome. Now that we've got that, let's go on to cast. I've already told you all what I think of Michael Bay, Pyromaniac. Nicola Peltz as Tessa Yeager, lead female role. We've got Mark Wahlberg as Cade Yeager, which is lead male role. Abigail Klein, never heard of her, as Joshua's junior assistant. Stanley Tucci as Joshua. Sophia Miles as Darcy. Jack Rayner, I recognise that name from something. Jack Rayner as Shane. Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime, and then we've got lots of pointless people. Some Asian names. I don't mean to be racist or anything, I'm just, simplifying what it is. Look it up. Transformers Age of Extinction. Michael Bay, he's a demon for recycling shots, he really is. Absolutely awful for it. But regardless, this movie looks awesome. It looks really entertaining. Michael Bay can make very entertaining movies. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're all looking forward to it. The sun has just come out now. And I hope you all enjoyed this review. If you've got any suggestions or requests for future reviews, just comment in the thingy section. Feel free to like and favourite, subscribe, etc, etc. And I'll see you next time.